You'll often find yourself working with user inputs or values which have come from different sources, and many times you'll need to convert those values from strings to integers or numeric values in order to do things that you do with numbers like calculations. And also on the other side of that coin, you often have numbers which you need to convert to strings or some kind of text format in order to display it to users. So in this one, what we're going to have a look at is a package in Go which is used to convert between strings and numbers. Okay, so let's use that package. Let's have a demo here. So I'm starting out with a variable called text, and it actually contains a number, or is a string which contains a number 42. So we want to convert this to an integer. Enter our string conversion package. So the function we're going to use will return a number and also an error in case you were unable to convert. So I'll say number and error, and the package is string convert, so strconv, and the one that we're going to use in this scenario is A2I. So this will take a string and return an integer or a possible error. Let's see what it says. Okay, so as you can see here, this is an abstraction which is equivalent to another function which has a little bit of a more complex signature called parseInt, which we might look at later. But basically what this will do is it will take a string and try and convert it to an integer. So we pass in our text. Let's check for an error. So when you have these functions which return an error as one of the arguments, most of the time you'll want to check that. If error does not equal nil, let's just print out an error message and return. So we'll just say conversion error using print line from the format package. Otherwise, if we get past that point, let's just print this out. So we've created a string which holds a number 42, and so we should be able to convert that to an integer. We've used the A2I function on the string conversion package, passing in our text, checked for an error. If we have an error during the conversion, we'll show that and we'll stop execution there with an early return. Otherwise, let's just show that number. So in this scenario, I'm expecting us to see that number. Go run main.go, and indeed we see number 42. How about if it's a value which you wouldn't expect to convert to an integer? Let's try foo. Conversion error, parsing foo, invalid syntax. So foo is not something which Go can recognize as an integer and convert to an integer. So basically, if the string is not a valid integer, an error is returned, and we should always really check the error before trying to use the converted value. And by the way, if you're wondering what the A stands for in this, well, it's obvious, or it's easy to understand what the 2I means, to integer. The A actually stands for ASCII, as in ASCII characters. And so if you're looking at that thinking that's a little bit weird or it doesn't really make much sense, then now hopefully that sheds a bit of light on it. Let's have a go at now converting the other way from a string or from an ASCII character to a integer. Okay, so still importing the string conversion package. As you see here, I've started out with an integer 1, 2, 3, and so here we'll say text, and this one is I to A. And if we go and look at the signature for this, you'll see that this time it takes an integer and returns only a string, no errors. And the reason for that is that Go can convert any integer to a string. And so it won't struggle or have any reason to throw an error for not being able to convert it. If you're passing in an integer, then it will work and Go will have no problems with this. So let's pass in our number and then let's just print this out. Go run main.go. And so we see string at 1, 2, 3. One thing I will say about this is even if we hadn't have converted it, that's what we still would have seen. So let's actually print out its type. Can you remember how we did that? We used the format package. This time we're going to use printf, and we can use the verb here or the format verb in order to print out the type of text. So let's go and run this. As you can see, it's telling us that it has actually been converted to a string. Okay, now this is one of those lessons which has a little bit of extra information which isn't included in the video, and that is mainly regarding a couple of functions here. Parse int, which we had a look at when we were looking at the A2I function, which actually wraps around this parse int and calls this under the hood, and another one called format int. Now parse int is something which I actually use in the Build Your First Go app course, in order to parse a route parameter from a URL. And so a quick look at the code for that, and it's basically a books API, and it has a route parameter for when you want to look up a solitary book. And when you parse that, it's actually in string format. And so in order to make a lookup in the database, that's where I used parse int to convert that value from the path to an integer. So Go Bytes is where we learn about all these concepts in isolation, but the Build Your First Go app course is where we can piece it all together. So if you're interested in that course, I'll leave some details down in the description. And now let's have a fun little challenge with the stuff that you've just learnt. So write a program that reads a string value representing a number, converts it to an integer using strconv.Atoi, add 10 to the number, and then convert the result back to a string using strconv.Itoa, then print out the final string. I'm sure you can do this. Pause me now and give that a go. Okay, this is quite a fun little challenge. So we start out with a string version of a number, just a plain integer number, no floats, 25 I've gone with, and then we want to convert that to an integer. So we use the A to I function. Number error equals string convert A to I, and we pass in input. Remember, when we're converting ASCII characters to integers, we could have an error. So the A to I function can produce an error which we need to check. And then if we do get an error, let's just print out invalid input and go no further. Hopefully though, we should be able to convert that. And so the next part of the challenge was to increase that number by 10. So I can say number plus equals 10. And then what we want to do is convert back to a string. So string convert I to A this time not producing an error. We should be able to convert an integer to a string. And let's just print that out. And hopefully we'll see 35 here. Okay, result 35. How did you get on with that one? Hope you managed to give it a go. Quite a nice little challenge there, because it means that you got to use the two different conversions that we looked at in this lesson. If you'd like to know more about the Go Bytes course, which I mentioned in this lesson and where you can put all this stuff to practice, the details are down in the description. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give the video a like. Make sure you subscribed if you want YouTube to show you more Go Bytes, and I'll see you in the next one.